I'm William Blair, the Minister of Defence for Canada. Today we'll be meeting with NATO defence ministers to discuss several issues, including Russia's war on Ukraine, security threats facing our alliance, and Hamas's brutal attack on Israel. We'll be hearing shortly from Israel's Defence Minister, Yoav Gallant, about the situation on the ground. And if I may, let me repeat Canada's unequivocal condemnation of Hamas's brutal violence against civilians, which is never acceptable, and the protection of civilians must be paramount, and we will call for the release of all those who are currently being held. We also reaffirm that Israel has the right to defend itself in accordance with international law. Currently, Canadian consular staff are working around the clock to support Canadian citizens, and we will continue to do so. And yesterday, we announced that we are making arrangements for Canadian Armed Forces flights to depart Tel Aviv this week, and they will be taking Canadians to Athens, and Canadians will then be transported back to Canada via commercial means. I want to take this opportunity as well to urge all Canadians who are currently in Israel to register with Global Affairs Canada, and we will continue to provide updates as they are available. Today we'll also be discussing Russia's war on Ukraine. Yesterday, Canada announced $25 million in winter equipment and clothing, approximately 2,000 rounds of 155mm ammunition, additionally some smoke ammunition, gas masks, aircraft bombs, and naval ammunition. And most recently, during President Zelensky's visit to Canada, we also announced $650 million in armored vehicles and armored medevac vehicles for Ukraine. We will continue to support them. And of course, later on today, we'll be talking about Canada's responsibilities to NATO and our deployment of troops into the forward brigade in Latvia.
Can NATO jointly condemn the attack from Israel, and if not, why?
Well, I believe there'll be discussion on that this morning. As I said, Mr. Gallant will be updating all of the NATO defense ministers on the situation on the ground, but certainly on behalf of Canada. We absolutely condemn the illegal and terrorist attack of Hamas upon Israeli citizens, the murder of innocents and the hostage taking, and we reaffirm Israel's right to defend itself.
How do you assess the situation about the damaged pipeline and cable between Finland and Estonia?
I know that there is currently an investigation going on there, and I anticipate we'll hear further updates on that this morning.
Do you have troops in the NATO mission in Iraq? The Canadian troops?
Yes, there are Canadian troops present in Iran.
They are training only the Iraqi forces in the south or north of Iraq also?
We have Canadian troops in the region. I am not able to confirm exactly what they're doing, although we are involved in training in the area.
On Swedish membership, is there a growing feeling of frustration among NATO allies that neither Turkey nor Hungary have yet ratified?
Well, I can tell you that Canada is quite anxious to proceed with the process of admitting Sweden into NATO. The Swedish Defence Minister was with us yesterday, and an important part of all of our discussions. We look forward to the completion of that process and Sweden's ascension into NATO.
Should NATO further increase the troops in Kosovo?
Well, that is also going to be part of our discussion this morning. We'll get an update on the situation on the ground, and I know that there are a number of important discussions with respect to the KFOR mission that currently exists there. Thank you all very much. Have a good day.